Today, we continue our Devils and Dicks triple feature with David Fincher's rain-soaked race against a one-man judge, jury, and executioner. Sinners are being hunted, a perfect crime's constructed, and we can't help but ask, what's in the box? As we count down a septet of deadly sins to meet the serial killer, John Doe, in Se7en.
You're listening to How I Met Your Monster, a podcast that explores the introductions to your favorite movie monsters. My name's Zach.
I'm Danny.
And I'm Casey.
And together we dive into the world of horror to find out how filmmakers have introduced us to our favorite monsters time and time again. This is How I Met Your Monster. Welcome to How I Met Your Monster, the show where we discuss the introductions to your favorite movie monsters. It is episode 150.
Whoa.
Oh, too bad it's not episode 7.
100. 157. 157.
Yeah.
No, it's
if you don't count like 143 of our episodes, it technically is our 7th episode.
Which is fitting because we're talking about 7.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of numbers,
give us $3 a month.
Well, 7 plus 3 is 10, and 10 is kind of like a marker for excellence. So if you consider us to be a 10, give us $3 while we're recording the episode for 7.
Yeah. Our Patreon just dropped to $3.
Just a $3.
Just $3.
That's it. $3.
3 George W's.
3 G.
Who I believe was our first president. Yeah.
Not George. No, you're thinking of George Washington. These are 3 George W. Bushes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The new and improved dollar. Took a while. Took years. So if I've got $3 lying around and I gave it to you, I get Patreon access?
Yeah.
For exclusive material, including commentaries and all of our previous episodes?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah. So something to think about. Patreon.com/HowIMetYourMonster. $3 a month. Commentaries, old episodes, fun stuff.
And helping us keep the lights on. The satisfaction of helping a fellow horror fan. Yeah, the mics. Yeah,
I don't have any lights on right now, but my mic is on.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but we turn all the lights off right before we record.
Mm-hmm.
It apparently gives mics more juice. We don't know for sure, but we do it anyway.
That's what the guy at the mic store said when he was selling me this.
Mm-hmm.
If you turn off all the lights, juices up this bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
Really, he's just hiding in the dark.
Alone. He thinks he's talking to his friend Mike, but it's just a microphone.
I was literally going to try to make it. I was going to try to make a joke about Zach buying a man named Mike from the mic store, but I couldn't.
Yeah, that's another fun fact. If you watch our videos, if you ever watch any footage, it's Casey's talking into a mic, I'm talking into a mic, but Zach's talking into a guy that I'm assuming is named Mike. We have never confirmed it, but he's like talking into his mouth. I guess that's the input.
Yeah. And then to mute him, I just close his mouth and then open it back up.
Does the aux cable go into his butthole?
This is guys, this is off the fucking rails. We're talking about Se7en.
What's new?
Which is also off the rails.
Dude, this movie is insanely good.
Yeah.
Right.
And I have to say that I watched it yesterday twice.
Wow.
Because you like it so much, or because you fell asleep, or?
No, I watched it in the daytime, and then at night I watched it again.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
which was because it was so good that I was not taking notes because.
Oh, same. I did the same thing. I was oh shit, I had to rewind it.
Yeah, I've seen it so many times, but I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, I need to catch up on what's happening. And then in my notes. And then later, Nino was interested in watching it. I was like, oh, I'll watch it again because I can take more detailed notes the next time because whatever. And again, I don't think I took a single note the second time I watched it. I was just sucked in, and it's so good. I will say it's very the darkness of it all, the heaviness of it. 2 times in one day was a little bit much, but It
The
was
first
still
time
really
you
good.
watched, when you watched the first one, you were like Mills, you were an optimist. When you watched it for the second time, you had devolved completely into Somerset.
Yeah. So how many times did you
Well-
guys watch this?
7 times.
7 times.
Just once yesterday, but
Yeah.
it's one of those movies where every single detail is so intentional that
Mhm.
you can pick something up even if you've seen it 100 fucking times.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
When
Fucking-
have you guys seen it fairly recently?
yeah, I watched it. Well, so when I say I watched it, like over Halloween in October, I just had horror movies playing constantly on my phone while I was at work. And so
Yeah.
it was playing on my phone while I was at work one day. But other than that, it's been a few years. But
Yeah. I'd say probably
Okay.
3 or 4 years since I saw it last.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've seen this.
Okay.
And when that ending comes up, it's such like a, we all know,
Yeah.
you've seen the movie. It's also just, again, like there's like memes about it. It's been 30
Mhm.
years. Like everyone knows. But when that
Not
ending
everyone
starts
knows.
to rev up, holy shit. I was literally like, oh, I'm like witnessing something here. Like this is
Yeah.
a great fucking ending.
Well,
Not
it's-
even just the reveal. It's just everything.
Just the whole craft of this movie is so well done.
Mhm.
And I was, obviously I've seen it probably 10, we say like, oh, I saw this movie 100 times.
Yeah.
I've legit probably seen it 10 or 12 times in my lifetime. And so like, what's happening. Like you said, like, we were very aware of the ending, but like my heart was racing
Yeah.
yeah.
as he's like opening the box and doing I was beating. And then he was opening the box and I was just beating.
You should not, no, because that's going to give you a really bad connection there with death and sex.
Would that be
I wouldn't do
lust?
Yeah,
that.
let's not do that. Oh God,
No.
no. But anyways, my heart was beating, and then that was the first viewing yesterday, and I was like, oh wow, I've seen this so many times, but it's still getting me. And then even at night when I watched it with Nina, it was like, dude, this scene is so good that like my heart's just racing. It just happens because it's so well made.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyways,
So,
I wasn't beating off. Thank you.
yes. I watched this movie with Griff.
No
who has
shame.
never-
If you want to watch 7, it beat off.
No, there is shame in that. I'm sorry. There is
that's
shame
dark.
in
If
that.
ever there was a place to not have shame, it's that specific situation. That's the template for that kind of situation.
I watched this with Griff, who has never seen any movies, and
Oh.
also, unfortunately, doesn't have any reactions to anything.
Oh,
So he literally didn't. The movie ended, and I was like, "Do you like it?" And he's like, "Yeah, it was good." And that was it.
Casey just pulled a knife out.
There was no.
Somerset switchblade.
She starts cutting off her fingerprints.
Yeah,
All right,
and
let's do this.
he had no idea
Yeah.
what was going on. He even, oh my God, it was so, I was crying laughing. The scene where Somerset, she meets with Somerset to talk to him about being pregnant.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
They're in the diner and he goes, "She looks familiar. Who is that?" And I was like, Griff, she is incredibly famous.
It's the founder of Goop.
It's like, that's Gwyneth Paltrow. And he's like, "I don't know." And then he was like, "Oh, she's in Shallow Hal." I was like, "Yeah, Shallow Hal. She's also
Shallow
Pepper.
Hal
She's
is what
also
he knows
Pepper
her
Potts."
from.
Well, I was
Yeah.
like, "She's also Pepper Potts in every Iron Man movie and every Avengers movie." And he's like, "Oh yeah."
That's so funny.
It was.
Shallow
But
I
Oh.
can see Hal from Shallow Hal being a victim of John Doe.
Oh,
yeah. So
sure.
one
Just
thing
for
that
being a
I wanted to
asshole.
ask you guys is, which sin would you guys be?
What sin?
Probably, I thought about this.
If you were being murdered by John Doe, what sin would you be?
Probably gluttony, because I love snacking.
Yeah, but you're not. You remember how he described the guy who was gluttony? You're nowhere near
Yeah.
that. He described him
like
as
it.
someone so disgusting that you would not be able to eat if you were looking at him or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good question. I never thought
if
about
I
that.
had to choose, I would say gluttony just because I like snacking. Because I'm not really like, all right, let's go down the list. There's gluttony, greed. I don't think of myself as a particularly greedy person.
Mhm.
Sloth, I'm too hard on myself for sloth. Anytime I sit down, I'm like, you fucking lazy piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lust. I'm pretty lustful. I'm a little hornball. Pride. A little bit of pride. Kind of a cocky little asshole sometimes. Envy.
Danny, you're supposed to pick one.
He's like, I am all of these.
Of the 7 deadly sins. Am I John Doe's masterpiece? He's like, wow, I didn't have to. I just found this one guy. And, wrath, maybe. Wrath, but only in a situation that Mills finds himself in. If someone were to hurt someone close to me, I could see myself kind of like becoming like just not being human anymore.
But he's set up as wrath through the whole movie, though. It's not just the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a dick.
That's fair.
Not just a detective dick, just in general.
There's some deleted scenes that shed some more light on his character and Somerset's character too. Kind of.
Do you think it was right for them to cut it, or do you think we needed it?
Yeah, no, there was only one scene that I thought would have been cool to have in there, but the rest of them were okay to go. There's like a whole, and I'll talk about it as we get to the scenes, but like there's a whole like homophobia thing going through this, that some of it was cut out. And most, I mean, with Mills, really.
Oh,
he does. He drops the word. He drops a homophobic slur too. Word. So
yeah. Well, and in an extended scene, Gwyneth Paltrow does too.
Okay.
But she's talking about Mills. So
his hatred.
Is there any? Because I don't see any like gay subtext in this movie. Is there something
like? No, like I say that some of it is still in there, but like, he's talking to. Well, I guess really maybe the only one that's still in there is when he is. They're at the pizza place. And he's like, will you sit across from me? I don't want people thinking we're dating.
Okay.
And maybe the rest of it is just in the, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe the rest is just in the deleted scenes, but.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't, that deleted scene didn't need to be in there for you to know that he's just a hateful person.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we'll get into it. So.
Do you guys answer? What would your say?
Oh, no.
Oh, I would be lust for sure.
You'd be lust.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I was thinking about how it would have died.
I know.
Oh, dude, that's so. That's so.
This is gonna be a hard one to get through, but we'll do it. Oh, that was not a pun.
There was moments when I was like watching with Nina, and I was like, okay, is this the scene where she's gonna be like, I can't watch this anymore?
Yeah.
And we got. We made it all the way to that scene and I was like, oh, this is the one that's going to do it. She's going to be like, nope, I can't. But she made it through. So
did she like it? The movie, not that
really,
scene.
Yeah, no,
specifically.
She really did. She, it's good. Like when the credits roll and you just sit in silence for a while.
Yep.
Before you look at each other. And then she looked at me and she was like, damn. And I was
I was just sitting in silence because I was like, are the credits going backwards? Or is that just me?
And then you find out that you watched the movie upside down. You're hanging like a fucking.
That was weird. I wondered why they were all on the ceiling.
A lot of creative choices in this. Yeah. They all can walk on the ceiling. That was a weird just detail.
What? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like you said, Danny, gluttony. Maybe like I like to just fucking go to town on food. That or maybe I don't know.
Well, the irony is I lust after food and I'm a glutton for sex.
I mean, envy, like there are definitely points in my life that I have been very envious of people, but I would say overall the lust part would probably be stronger.
Ironically, I'm envious of Brad Pitt's body in Fight Club.
He did this right after Legends of the Fall.
Wow.
I love
What if
that
he had
movie.
the same hair?
Yeah, right.
She didn't cut
just long hair. Guys, this was David Fincher's second movie.
Wild.
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised that he came back after Alien 3.
Yeah. I mean, he had been directing music videos for 10 years before this.
Which
and
makes sense because
you can see it like in the style in the opening credits and whatnot. But
and he does have like such a defined look already. And I guess I didn't think of that as him having so much experience outside of film.
So it wasn't just like his like second movie, just boom, bam, but he had been in the business for a long time.
The opening credits are That was another funny thing. I was like, as soon as I turned the movie on, I was like, Griff, these opening credits are like iconic. They're amazing.
Yeah.
And then he's just so unimpressed.
He's like, oh.
I'm like,
There's
but
another version of them where it's a lot less. It's mostly like text.
Right.
And
But this was like, I mean, it really, they're probably my favorite opening credits ever. We've talked about them before.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It
show.
set such a precedent. Everyone, which
Everyone
makes sense, kind of like tried to copy it.
It just sets the entire tone for the movie.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
Yeah. Just gritty and gross. And
he does it again in Fight Club. He has a similar type of opening. Okay. Very stylized, very music video-ish kind of, to the point that by the time, have you guys seen his Girl with the Dragon Tattoo?
Yes, but I don't remember it.
Zach, you gotta watch it. It's it might be my favorite David Fincher movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've watched it so many. I'm actually literally in the middle of rewatching it right now.
Okay.
Have you seen the Swedish version?
Never seen the Swedish version. And I don't know if I can now because I'm so hooked on.
They're both very
I'm
good.
just obsessed with. Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
The opening titles for his version, I won't spoil anything, but he takes that. It's so good and so insane. And you're like, this is a movie? Like, what the fuck are we? It almost feels, I don't know, like a James Bond opening, like where it's sort of just you're getting credits, but you're kind of like getting the movie with these weird effects. And
I'll watch it.
Well, it's like in Seven, they're telling the story of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Too. They're showing him writing his manifestos and cutting off his.
Yeah, I almost counted the opening credits as a reveal.
Yeah.
Like an honorable mention because, you see his notebooks and his fingertips and.
I mean, let's count it. Honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
It's official.
But Andrew Kevin Walker wrote this movie. He's got a new movie coming out.
Psycho Killer.
This month. Psycho Killer is out now in theaters. Written by Andrew Kevin Walker, who wrote Seven. So go check it out.
I apologize if I've told this story already. I'm sure I told you guys, but I don't know if I said it on the pod. But I met Andrew Kevin Walker just a few months ago.
Danny, this story literally ended our last episode.
Yep.
So let's. But now is the moment where I really break it down.
Yes, exactly. So tell us again.
All right. The origins of the word Andrew. So that dates back to
no, go ahead. Tell us for anyone who didn't listen to the last episode. Tell us again.
Which, by the way, if you didn't, shame on you. I met Andrew Kevin Walker at the Austin Film Festival. He did they do a lot of panels. His panel was incredible. So great. And then I just so happened to kind of like bump into him at this. They had like a gathering of people and they were at a bar. And I somehow got like wrangled into talking to someone. And that guy was talking. It was with Andrew. And I call him Andrew, by the way. And
Andy.
Yeah, I call him Andy.
I call him.
We're just. I call him Walker. I call him Texas Ranger.
What's up, Chuck?
I'm like,
inside
hey,
joke.
And I don't know how we were talking, and he leans over and just like such a sweetheart. And he just looks at me. He's like, "What are you drinking?" And I was like, "Oh, no, I'm okay. It's fine." And he's like, "What are you drinking?" And my go-to drink is Bullet Bourbon. So I was like, "Can I have a Bullet Bourbon on the rocks?" So to be handed my like go-to drink by one of like the great screenwriters of our time was like, I was like, oh, I'm going to go home now. That's it. That's the high that anything that happens after this is going to be significantly less interesting.
Sure.
But no, I had to share because it's just I'm still like fanboying over
and
it.
Then you met and had a conversation with Shane Black and you were like, Andy, who? Who?
Something about, I'm in Texas.
Why
that's what it is. Austin.
Why do I have this badge on my shirt?
Why do I smell of bourbon?
No, he's an incredible screenwriter, like you said. And he played the dead guy in that first opening scene.
Oh,
that's so funny. I saw on IMDb that he's in it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So is he?
He's just
glutton?
No, the guy who was killed by his wife.
Yeah, and like when Mills is introduced. Yeah. He's like he's laying face down in a puddle of blood.
Gotcha.
But that's him. So that was
I thought his
cool.
name was Walker. I guess it's more like Layer.
Layer.
Because he was laying.
This movie was shot by Darius Kanji, I believe is how you pronounce his name. It was the director of photography. He most recently shot Marty Supreme, but he also did Alien Resurrection, Funny Games, and The Ruins.
Okay.
He's done a ton more, but like these are just ones that, we did The Ruins on the show. We did
Funny Games.
Did we do the American Funny Games or did we do the original?
I think we did the American one.
Okay. I can't remember.
And then we didn't do Resurrection, but we've done Aliens.
Aliens, yeah. And then, it's so weird that he did Alien Resurrection and Fincher did Alien 3, and it just kind of...
That's funny.
There's an actor in this movie that's also in Alien Resurrection.
Who?
Hold on.
It's not the guy who works at the sex booth.
No, what movie is this? 7.
It's not the doctor.
7?
No, I think it's the guy...
Charles S. Dutton is uncredited, and he was in part 3.
Charles S. Dutton is in which one?
7. It's in...
No, he's not.
Yeah, in IMDb it says uncredited.
Who is he?
He's a cop.
I did not see Charles S. Dutton in this movie.
I didn't either. It just says Charles S. Dutton, cop, uncredited.
No, he's the guy
Sorry, Casey, I didn't mean to cut you off.
He's the guy who fucked the prostitute.
Oh, he's in
Alien Resurrection?
Yes.
Dude,
he plays Sigourney Weaver. It's unrecognizable.
That guy's wild. I remember him from Very Bad Things.
He played Purvis.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Christian Slater and
Purvis?
Oh, okay. He's one of the... Is he like one of the scientists?
Yeah, he's got the little glasses on.
Okay.
He's got the round glasses on.
Okay. Yeah, he's in this movie when he's in his being interrogated.
Oh, he's so good.
It just makes my anxiety just go nuts because the way he's like hyperventilating, I'm like, oh my God.
He's so good.
Yeah, I know it's one of those things where it's like, how could you possibly understand like the weight of that experience? And that's just like a testament to good acting because it's like, but I get it. He does. Like that's awful.
No, he really does such a great job conveying that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm looking at, we're on IMDb. How did this movie not win like every award? I don't understand.
I feel like, was it nominated?
Oh, it was nominated for an Oscar. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Now who's the asshole?
For what?
Editing.
Well, that's it.
But not
I feel
writing,
like maybe
not cinematography.
I mean,
I feel like maybe it was
phenomenal.
just a little bit too dark for the times.
Could be.
It's like the
you know what I mean?
Back to the Future. What's he say? He's like, I guess you kids aren't ready for that yet.
Oh yeah.
Well,
or you're not ready for it, but your kids are gonna love it.
Yeah.
Horror is just now getting like the recognition that it deserves. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So this was 30 years ago. But, you know,
like respected.
Yeah.
And the special effects, Rob Bottin.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the music.
Howard Shore.
So
good. It's like, wow. Oh my God. Just wow.
Wow. Add that. What's in the box?
What if Walken was John Doe at the end?
No.
Oh, it would have been. I wonder if he was cast, him and Christopher Walken and Andrew Kevin Walker. I bet they would have something to talk about.
And then they got
Walking.
Who else says the last name with walking in it? Luke Skywalker.
Oh yeah.
Who played Superman?
Christopher Reeves.
Oh, why did I?
Did you say that because he was in a wheelchair and couldn't walk?
Maybe. That's my bad.
That's fucked up, Casey.
No, I think maybe there's I think maybe there's a Christopher Walken / Christopher Reeves joke that I was crossing in my brain thinking that.
Yeah, probably because he couldn't walk.
Okay, but I didn't do it intentionally. No, it's not. It was an accident. My brain was mixed up.
Oh, God.
Now, can we please go to New York City?
Okay. Is it New York City?
Yeah.
Which I love to think that it's like just kind of like its own made up world because, at one point you think New York City because then she talks about upstate. And so you're kind of just like, okay. But then at the end, they're in like the desert.
Yeah. And it's so like
they had been driving for a long time.
Landmarks.
They didn't go from fucking New York to LA.
What if they did? What if like the whole second half of this movie was like a road trip movie? Holiday Road.
7-2-14.
So, okay. So how about let's go to this unnamed location.
All right. We're going to
14.
All right. We're going to an unnamed location.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Andrew Kevin Walker
Gotham.
was living in New York City
Gotham,
when he wrote this. And he was kind of turned off by some of the kind of like maybe to a lesser degree of what Somerset is turned off by in the movie, where it's sort of like a lot of grime and crime and all that nasty stuff.
It's definitely New York City adjacent.
Because I think they filmed in LA, right?
Yes, they filmed in LA.
They filmed in LA. That was downtown. Okay.
Yeah, because that diner scene where Somerset and Tracy meet, that was the same diner that they filmed Training Day in.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, all right, let's go to Rainy Town. Let's go to Wet World.
Maybe that's where the movie's set. Maybe this is Waterworld. This is the rain that creates Waterworld. This is a prequel. And now, oh my God, wait. Is it time?
Is it time? Because I don't know. Because I also have one too.
Oh my God.
It's time for the How I Met Your Monster conspiracy theory of the week.
Hit it. Is Se7en a prequel to the film Waterworld? We have John Doe, and he wants to cleanse, like maybe he does this whole like religious like murder spree, and then God is like, okay, now I'm going to do the second Noah's Ark. I'm going to flood the world because John Doe did my deeds for me. And the movie ends. We don't see what happens after. It's all implied. But it does rain quite torrentially throughout the whole movie. So it's worth considering that rain never stopped. And if anything, got more big, got more.
That rain got big.
Got bigger. And flooded the world. And that's the city. I mean, God, even the city in Waterworld, I think, is it undisclosed? Maybe it's not. I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Yeah, when they took John Doe out, they were actually just driving uphill the whole time.
Yeah.
So why does it rains the whole movie until the scene where John Doe turns himself in until the end. Then the rain has stopped and the sun is out.
It's complete.
That's a really good. So, okay, let's think about it. So the idea is that he's kind of cleansing this city of filth.
Yes.
And you could also argue, like, no matter how much it rains, it doesn't cleanse anything. So I guess there's different ways you could look at it. And then to end in like a barren, dry area
with the sun shining,
but implying that like even with the sun, like no life can kind of bloom, like it's kind of Death Valley. Maybe that's it.
I was kind of taking a different approach and seeing it as like from Somerset's point of view, because at the same time that the sun comes out and John Doe turns himself in, Somerset agrees to stay on and try to close the case.
Which so maybe he can bring some light.
Well, we've seen earlier that like it's implied that he doesn't finish cases sometimes. He says that our goal here is just to pick up the pieces and just tidy things up and that's it. But now at this point, he's like, okay, I'm going to stay on and I'm going to help you finish this. And that's when the sun comes out. I don't know.
Maybe, it could just be that we're reaching what the audience's preconception of like a resolution would be. So everything is kind of, the rain's cleared. We've caught the killer. Everything's coming up daisies.
It's also the darkest time in the movie, though.
Yeah, there's like a contrast element to it where we're sort of like told one thing or shown one thing and then told another thing.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe has some kind of like representation of like the way these characters view the world, where it's like it could be both. Maybe it's sort of like you have to, like he says, like the end of the movie is sort of like, yeah, the world sucks, but it's worth fighting for. It's this idea of like it isn't all just black and white,
right?
It isn't that
and that's when he realizes that he's gonna start fighting for it again.
Right.
Yeah, the sun comes out.
Yeah.
No, I think it's really interesting that Morgan Freeman plays a man who it's 1995 and he's retiring, and 30 years later, Morgan Freeman is still acting.
I know.
Yeah.
He's 88 years old.
Man.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. So he was like 50 something when
58?
this movie came out.
50, probably 56 when they were filming this movie.
Okay. Wow. That's awesome. Good for him.
Good for him.
And I don't think he started until later in his life.
Yeah, I know. He's like the whole Angela Lansbury thing. He's always just been.
But okay, Danny, your conspiracy theory, pretty solid.
Thank you.
But okay, guys, we got to get back on track here. We have some reveals to count. 7, oddly enough, we counted 8 official monster reveals.
We did.
And a couple honorable mentions. If you're new to the show, monster reveals anytime that the monsters are revealed to us as the audience or to the characters in the movie. Since we really don't get to John Doe later in the movie, but there's so much that happens, we did kind of count each deadly sin as a reveal in this movie every time we see a new crime scene or something happens. So
I was going to say, because it's sort of like he has his fingerprints on everything. He literally,
but he doesn't.
In all cases, he specifically doesn't. God damn it.
Casey, this was your pick for our Devils and Dicks triple feature. Could you read the synopsis from IMDb?
2 detectives, a rookie and a veteran, hunt a serial killer who uses the 7 deadly sins as his motives. Pretty cut and dry.
It's one of the best ones we've had.
Yep. Yeah. Doesn't give too much away. Tells you the plot.
Usually it'd be like, and then.
And then. And then Somerset wants to buy a house upstate to move to be alone.
But before he can do that,
he must finish
Casey,
solving
I had a
the
question
crimes.
for you.
Yes. Yeah.
Is this movie, to your knowledge, just based on what you know about like real, like true crime, is there anything kind of like this, or is it just sort of reminiscent of like a Zodiac or something?
No, yeah, I mean, there are religious crimes for sure. But nothing to my knowledge that has, there are men, I say men, not even just men, actually. Now the people who commit crimes because God has told them to, because they're cleansing the world of sinners. Yes. But no one that's specifically done the 7 deadly sins like this. They do mention a couple of true crime things in this movie too, though.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if this is what you're talking about, but when they're waiting for the fingerprints to match and Mills is like talking about why people do it. It's like, oh, my dog told me to do it, or which is
Son of Sam.
Son of Sam. Yeah. And then
Jodie Foster.
He says something else too. Jodie Foster. Is that a real thing?
Yes.
I know Jodie Foster is a real person.
Yeah. Yeah. She exists. Yeah. What was his name? The man who tried to assassinate one of the presidents because he wanted Jodie Foster to notice him.
Oh.
Yeah. You guys don't know about that? John Hinckley Jr.?
John Hinckley Jr.
So I think, the name
sounds familiar.
I should have looked this up beforehand. My bad, guys. John Hinckley Jr., American who attempted to assassinate Ronald Reagan. Yes, because he wanted he wanted to do something grand so that Jodie Foster would notice him.
Whoa.
Wow.
What if she did?
Specific. I mean, yeah, she must have heard about it.
Yeah. And then he actually pled insanity too. And
so he got off?
He's released. Well, he spent a long time in an asylum, but he has been released. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I wonder what his favorite Jodie Foster movie is.
I don't know.
Panic Room.
No. Oh, it was after Taxi Driver.
Oh, so she was young. Well, yeah.
Ronald Reagan.
She would have been
that
young.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go, guys.
Interesting. Yeah, because he said
everyone's committing acts of violence in the name of God. Why not commit acts of kindness?
Hey,
sometimes they do.
Idea.
Sometimes they do, but yeah, most of the time they don't.
This son of a bitch hugged 10 people.
I mean,
and he donated to at least 17 charities.
Some of it's really like, do you guys know who Andrea Yates is?
No.
Who?
Andrea Yates.
Andrea Yates?
She was a woman who murdered her 5 children because she suffered from mental illness, but she legitimately thought that she was saving them because she was afraid they were going to go to hell.
Ugh. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Dude. That's fucked up.
Yep.
You know, I always tell myself the world's a fine place and worth fighting for. I agree with the second part.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's jump to our first reveal, which is gluttony.
Gluttony.
Oh God, I want to talk about stuff before we get to gluttony. Hold on, we're not getting to gluttony yet.
I know there is a lot. There is so much
brakes,
about
guys.
this movie. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
So later in the movie, or not later, a little bit into the movie, Somerset's talking about maybe he'll work on a farm and fix his house.
Mm-hmm.
And I was always like, okay, what are you talking about, guy?
Yeah.
Deleted scene that originally opened the movie was Somerset at an old house, like looking through an old house, and there's a realtor there, and he's like walking through this really quiet farmhouse, and he peels a piece of wallpaper off the wall with his switchblade, and he puts it in his pocket. Then we cut to opening credits, I believe. And then there's an extended scene of him like getting ready, and you see which you do see in the theatrical cut, you see the wallpaper sitting next to his switchblade and everything as he's getting ready.
A little flower, right?
Yeah, a little flower. It was a piece of wallpaper. And that will come into play a little bit later in another deleted scene. So they kind of just cut that whole bit out. But I thought it would have been nice to see that farmhouse scene at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, we cut right to the movie just opens with him in the kitchen, which I do think is a great way to open the movie.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I get it, but it's also like it's interesting because they show so many they discuss so many, how do you say this? Because Mills and Somerset are clearly like yin and yang, right? They're complete opposites. And so that even goes to like how quickly he moved to the city. Mills moved to the city and like was with that realtor that showed them the place for less than 5 minutes at a time.
5 minutes.
And how he didn't care about that. He just wanted to go and he just wanted to get there. And then there's the juxtaposition of Somerset looking through this house and taking his time and even taking a piece of the wallpaper to do what with, who knows, but he's clearly thinking more about this.
Yeah.
So I get that, but the movie is already 2 hours and 7 minutes long. And you know that I like a 90-minute runtime.
Is it really?
It is. And I know it does not feel that way because like I said earlier, every part of this movie is so intentional. There's not any piece of it that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So I can understand why they cut it for that reason.
You know, it's interesting just talking about Mills and Somerset. One movie that came to mind that I hadn't thought about, and I believe I could be wrong that the book was already out. So I don't know if there was inspiration directly, but No Country for Old Men, because it's sort of like the too old for this shit detective meets the hotshot rookie, obviously. And No Country.
You also could have said Lethal Weapon, but whatever.
That's fair.
Man, No Country for Old Men. What a flick, huh?
Yeah.
Right. And it's very much like the world is changing, and it's like it's not just about how we contend with the horrors of the world, but the seemingly increasing, I don't know, not quantity, but what's the word? Like concentration of evil, and how it just kind of keeps just becoming more and more untethered and uncontrollable.
Yeah.
It's both sad and
exhilarating.
Yeah.
Exhilarating.
Gets my blood pumping.
No, and then one more thing before they get to this opening reveal, this opening crime scene here. I saw somebody do a great analysis of some of these, the way Fincher like stages his and like blocks his scenes. And when Mills is first introduced to Somerset and they come down and they're walking down the sidewalk, right? And Somerset is just walking straight and steady. And Mills is always trying to keep up ahead of him and go fast. And he keeps getting into running into obstacles.
Yeah, he's got to
like
dodge
people walking by him, and he's got to keep moving and dodging. And he's just like fumbling along, but he's still trying to keep up. And Somerset is just walking straight and steady, and nothing gets in his way. And,
That's fun.
Just like the impulsivity of Mills. And is that a word? Impulsivity?
It is
Impulsiveness. Impulsive.
Impulsiveness.
You know
That
what I mean.
works.
Impulsiveness.
We get it.
We get it.
Oh, I
thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
And then we get to, okay, now guys,
Now
we're here.
let's talk about it.
Don't worry about it.
I hope you
gluttony.
guys like spaghetti.
Oh, I'm making spaghetti tonight.
Ew. This movie got me really hungry. For spaghetti.
Do you think every like noodle he ate, they kind of John Doe treated it like the Lady in the Tramp scene, where like they would like kiss after every little strain of spaghetti?
That's sinful.
That's
Absolutely.
lustful,
That's true.
Danny.
Absolutely
That's
not.
true.
Yeah, it's gross.
It is. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, what a way to open up, because like it's such a high concept movie, you know, so it's very fun. So you have to lead with like what is the most bold visual representation of what this movie is. And that shot when it's just the camera's pushing in on the victim is just like baked into my memory. It's so disturbing.
Yeah.
And just like the way it played, like the fact that he's like forced to eat to death, like it's so fucked up.
And, you know, just the way Mills, you see the difference between the way Mills is like kind of, I don't want to say joking around, but he's kind of just.
He's like, hey, look at this meatball.
Definitely more.
His heart's got to be the size of a canned ham.
Yeah, because he acts like kind of like the things don't bother him. Like he's kind of like too cool for school a little bit, but he is immediately bothered by just like the visual, like the vomit. Whereas Somerset is just sort of like, yeah, man, like I'm not like, don't play the part if you can't commit to the bit, because I at least recognize how fucked up this situation is.
Well, that's
and
why
to some extent the world, and Mills is the opposite.
I think that Mills also, like, you get this, they made it so that you get the sense that he also doesn't like these people. Do you know what I mean? Like he probably was disgusted by that man, you know? And so like him and John Doe aren't really that much different. I mean, he's not killing these people, but you know, you were talking about the homophobic stuff and, you know, he's always angry about something. So, you know, like, I think he would be disgusted by this human being and, you know, the other ones that follow. So.
Okay. Cause I was trying to figure out his character. It's like, at first I thought he was naive. And then I remembered like the whole point of the movie. It's sort of, there is like more optimism, but then I'm like, is it optimism or is it denial? You know, like where Somerset maybe could, you know, he is trying to seek out like some positive value in a world that he thinks is like too far gone. Whereas like Mills is like so dead set on like making things work, you know, like he was an interesting character because ultimately obviously becomes the final target.
Right.
And it's that like hot shottedness of him that kind of puts the spotlight on him.
Yeah. He's just an ass.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah. You know how there's like, you have like vocal stems or something that you hear in a movie and then you just like, you always say it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
This is one for me. It was like, I don't say it often, but like I hear it sometimes, like when he says, fucking vomit. Fucking vomit. Yeah, he thinks he's, you know, because he's been doing it for 5 years or whatever, that he's like,
he talks a big game.
But he's still like, he talks a big game. He's still like really disturbed by all these things and can't stomach half the stuff. And
well, it's like, and then Mills even kind of like sets him up, like he's trying to prepare him. And it's
Somerset?
that
Somerset.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yes.
You can remember because Somerset sets him up. Somerset.
Oh, that's
Somerset sets him up.
And that's why they named him that for this specific.
Yeah. His real name is just Summer. But
when Summer sets him up,
that's his nick. Somerset's his nickname because he's always setting people up. So they're just
he's like, Summer, God damn it. No, but where was I? Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Somerset's
sorry. No, it's not your fault. All I do is just about like moving to the city. Like, how many times does he have to say like, this is fucking different? And he's just, there's too much hubris in Mills to accept that.
Yeah.
You know, what's funny is this is probably maybe one of the dumbest takeaways, but I was thinking initially of like, when I was saying that, I was imagining him like working, obviously, like when you work with crime and death, it's bad no matter what, but it's sort of like he entered the inner circle of hell. And I was like, oh, there's 7 circles of hell. So he's sort of like the worst version
they talk
of
about
what
Dante's
bad
Inferno
can be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a cool visual when he's investigating the Greed murder, which we'll get to. And he's walking to the crime scene and you see him he enters through an exit door.
Yeah.
And just like the word exit is really big and it's very prominent. And I was just thinking, maybe I was thinking too much into it, but like, it's like telling him to like go back. Like everything, like the city and everything is being like, stay out. And he's just like going through it. He's like,
I like that.
I'm going to plow through. So I don't know if it's, I don't know if I'm a genius. I don't know if I'm a genius or if,
to that point, right? That's our second reveal is Greed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in between these two, they both have a chance to get out of this, right? Mm-hmm. They meet with the captain and he's trying to get them to not do this case anymore. So, Mills is too stubborn and his wife could have perhaps lived if he would have put his ego aside and just,
which is, there's so many ways to read this movie because it's what's disturbing and fucked up about that. And I'm sure it's intentional because it's the whole point of the movie is there's a nihilism to it. Is like, they're not trying to stay on it. Their intention is so good.
Right.
It's like,
they want to solve it.
Evil,
Yeah.
So you want to root for them, but the whole point of the movie is like John Doe winning and being like, no, like there is sin everywhere. I need to highlight that. And I need to show you that it's unavoidable. Like there's nothing you can do. So it's this movie like just messes with your head because by rooting for them to do the right thing, they're playing into the trap of proving a point.
Right. Because he knows what they're going to do because he knows the sinful nature of humans and what, Somerset didn't want to do it. And he ended up, after Mills wouldn't leave the case because of his ego and knowing that he could solve it and stuff like that, which again, John Doe knew would happen.
Yeah. I was going back and forth thinking about like, he doesn't know he's not out to get like Somerset and Mills.
Yeah.
Like specifically.
Maybe.
You think so?
I mean, I think it was probably Mills rather quickly. He said that it's easy to pay people to get information.
Which, I mean, I mentioned this earlier. I do have another conspiracy theory, which we'll get to later. But.
Well, because the murders happen before Mills enters the case.
Okay. Maybe now's the time for my second conspiracy theory. I thought it was later.
So soon?
I thought it was later. Maybe it's going to be now. It is time for the second How I Met Your Monster conspiracy theory of the week.
Hit it.
I think that Somerset.
Absolutely.
I think that Somerset is secretly working with John.
No, when I said absolutely, I meant it. He's the one who said it's very easy to get info from people. When they kill him at the end, he looks at him and he says, oh, he didn't know about him being pregnant. Who did he get that info from? About her being pregnant. Who did John Doe get that info from?
Oh, she probably was like, because he said she begged for her life and for the life of the baby inside her.
Oh, maybe. But still, I thought that.
But if you wanted to play into that
you
theory.
You could play into that. And
because he's the only one we know who got that information.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And when John Doe turns himself in the police station, the eye lines are I don't know if it's just like I can't imagine David Fincher screwing up an eye line, but it looks like John Doe is looking at Somerset and he says, "Oh, I know you."
Huh.
And I think in the movie he's supposed to be talking to to Mills.
Right.
But I'm like, okay, well, that's weird. And then there's all this stuff that plays out way too conveniently. Like Victor finding him on the 1 year anniversary of when he started. He's like, he wanted us to find it this day. Mills doesn't really find any of the clues. It's all Somerset. Mm-hmm. He finds the fucking he pushes Mills to question the wife to find something in the scene that's different. And it was the upside down painting. Somerset is the one that finds the fingerprints on the walls. Somerset's the one that finds the stuff behind the fucking refrigerator. Somerset's the one that finds all this stuff. I think he was doing it on purpose.
Part of that could be just his experience, but I do agree with you. I thought that too. And also to the point of the pregnancy thing, we don't know where the opening credits fit into in this movie, but he is already looking up. There is a part in the opening credits where he's looking up facts about pregnancy. Like it shows a newspaper article, or it shows articles that he's reading about pregnancy. So he couldn't have done that after he murdered her. He went right to the precinct.
Okay, so assuming that this theory is correct, do you think there's a way in which, because he's retiring, because of his outlook on the world, that it's less about him like being in on it with John Doe, but that he is sort of like secretly feeding him information to catch him?
No.
But isn't, because
I think like I don't
because he's surprised to see the head in the box. Like maybe he doesn't understand the whole plan, but he also doesn't see any harm in like killing quote unquote bad people.
I don't think it's purposeful. I think that when they see him as the photographer in the hallway, Somerset says that they pay good money to get information from officers, and it's very easy for them to get. So I think that Somerset unknowingly was giving him information and being paid for it that was helping him do these things.
Yeah, so he could afford the farmhouse so that
he could retire.
Is he all of the 7 deadly sins?
He was going to get the farmhouse so that him and John Doe could use it and like hide the bodies there.
Oh.
Okay, Zach. Okay.
No, this is great. I will say that I really don't think that Somerset was working with John Doe.
But it is a fascinating,
but it is a fun thing to think about. Yeah. And it fits. It really, a lot of the points Casey made, like it works if you think about it that way.
Damn, that's fun. Fuck you, Morgan Freeman.
Well, yeah, because he he's sick of all the things in the world, and so he also is like, I don't want to do the killing, but I want to get rid of this shit. So
or I'm not going to turn a blind eye. Like I might give him a few tips. If ever there was a killer to not want to stop, it's the guy ridding this city that I hate of sin.
Because he's all about informants because of the pizza parlor guy.
Wait,
right.
What scene with the pizza parlor guy?
When they
where he gives the guy the money to go get the names from the FBI
the
library card list.
But Morgan Freeman, Somerset may be the 8th sin with apathy. Like,
oh yeah, Casey, I think we talked about this off mic.
Oh, okay.
What was this? You discovered there's an 8th deadly sin.
Oh.
This is like the end of 13 Ghosts. He's like, you're the 13th ghost. It's like, you're the 8th sin.
The 8th deadly sin, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's ACEDIA, so acedia.
Okay.
It is often described as a form of spiritual sloth, apathy, or profound boredom with God. I don't know. Maybe he's that 8th one until the end when he is, he sees the light, I guess, after all that rain.
A refusal to embrace joy in divine matters.
Yeah.
Like it's sort of like he's given up on it's like someone who's like, well, God turned his back on me, so I'm going to turn my back on,
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Because there is that scene where they're in the bar later and he's like, you're saying that like you're better than all this apathy stuff. And Somerset's like, no, I'm not better than it. I'm part of it, but it still sucks. You guys, are we?
I'm also reading here, some consider deceit to be the 8th sin. And if that's true, he would be the most deceptive if he is working with dough.
There's just a part of me, like, I know I presented this theory, but there's a part of me that just like, I think it's like how we're conditioned as like millennials, that just like Morgan Freeman can't do
wrong.
He is
something
God.
wrong.
He's God and Bruce Almighty.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, like
he's bored of himself.
You can't, I don't want to believe that he would be an evil character.
But that would be the ultimate twist, is like a quiet killer.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
I like it.
Okay, so our second reveal.
The most profound reveal of all time, and moving on.
No, it's what, we were talking earlier about the yin and yang thing between Mills and Somerset. And especially you see it in this second crime scene in Greed, where Mills just comes in and he busts open the door to the crime scene. He throws his jacket on the floor. He plops down in the chair. He's fucking watching TV, almost walking over the fucking blood on the floor. He's just so careless. And this is where I noticed that like his shirts throughout the movie are always wrinkled and
he looks disheveled.
His shirts are always wrinkled. He's got the tie that's always tied already. He just tightens it up. And then you get Mills, who is like, his shirts are pressed. He's very, his bed's made very nice. He's got his thing.
He's even got the little metronome.
Somerset. I mean, I think I said Mills, but
in this scene particularly, it bothers me how fucked up his like gun thing is.
Oh, it's like
oh my
twisted
God.
to the side.
Yes.
One of the, I was talking about like the weird like homophobia stuff that got cut out after the first scene where he tells Mills to go question the neighbors. They're driving back in the car and he's like, just don't jerk me off. That's all I'm asking you to do is don't jerk me off. And they cut out a thing where Somerset is like, we're going to
What do you got up against me jerking you off?
Well, no, it's interesting because he's like, from here on out for the next 7 days, we're going to spend every waking moment together. If I start jerking you off, that's going to be weird, basically. We're going to start bickering about everything. He's like, I think it's best if you jerk yourself off. And it's just like it's just strange. It's almost like out of character from what we know. So like that scene, I'm like, okay, I understand why that was cut because it just doesn't
weird
fit with the character.
I think that it's interesting because I never heard people use that phrase as that.
I've heard jerk my chain.
No, but older people, the boomers that I work with use that as a like, oh, you're jerking me off. And I was like, don't say that.
It's jerking me around.
Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Do not say that to me.
Quit masturbating me. Oh, he gets what it means.
Quit pulling on my penis.
Pulling on my penis. Oh, man.
Dude, that's all I'm asking you to do. Just don't pull on my penis,
just don't
okay?
Pull on my penis.
Somerset's like, okay, I won't.
Pull on your own penis.
Anyway, Greed, the lawyer.
I do love how after they establish, like you see greed written, and then he goes back to the crime scene and then finds gluttony. And it's like, oh, and you have that great moment with Morgan Freeman listing off the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah.
And I love that there's no like resistance. Sometimes in a movie, it's sort of like, we got to defy the boss's odds. It's like, oh no, this checks out. I think this is exactly what's happening. This reminds me of, maybe not related at all, but as much as I love the Scream movies, there's a line in Scream 3 that always bothers me because these 2 detectives show up and they're like, yeah, there's 2 victims. And he's like, 10 more and there'll be a calendar, or we can make it a calendar. And I'm like, sure. What? It's not like, I could see if it was like 10 killings and it's like 2 more and we can make it a calendar. Yeah. It's like,
You got you're being pretty optimistic about that.
Yeah.
You're being pretty optimistic about those numbers.
That moment reminded. That's like the bad version of this, of how good this plays out. But yeah, we're in it now. It's the high concept that we mentioned is in full effect.
Mm-hmm.
This killer is killing people based on the 7 deadly sins.
Danny, you should have wrote the IMDb synopsis.
And then they move up north. At least that's his dream. And then by the end of Act 2, ...
Let's see. Before we get to our third reveal, which is sloth, we have to talk about the dinner scene, right?
Well, I am still talking about the greed.
Let's do it. What do you got?
It's nothing major.
Gluttony.
It's just that there's just that.
I haven't even started the movie.
They keep showing that there's a headless statue.
Oh, where's a headless statue?
That? Yeah, it's like that? Well, later they when they flip the painting, it's on that little table that's in front of the painting.
Cool.
That he stands on. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I did not catch that. That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
And they show it when they are just showing all the stuff in the room. They show
Mm-hmm.
it. So.
Oh, I do remember because there's the headless bust, and then there's a jar of some like hand cream from Goop, Gwyneth Paltrow's company.
Shut up.
It's like, they're telling us what's happening. If you're paying attention, you will figure out the ending of this movie.
Well, they also show, did you guys notice how often they just show Gwyneth Paltrow's head? I'm not lying about
just
that.
by the head?
Oh, that's interesting.
Like they show her just her head all the time.
The framing of it.
Yeah.
And every time she says something, it's always a punch. She's like, heads are going to roll.
Heads
and you're like,
are going to roll.
How is that relevant to this? And she's like, hey, heads up.
Hey, decapitation. Am I right?
Yeah, she starts running out of them. She's like, decapitation. They're like, what's your favorite movie? Oh my God, I just put it together. Andrew Kevin Walker, who wrote this, also wrote
Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, yeah, he's got a thing for that.
Son of a bitch.
Wow.
Son of a bitch. There's our Christopher Walken
He also wrote fucking 8mm.
Mm.
Oh, my brain thought you meant like he ate. And I was
millimeter?
Like, 8mm? What? I didn't even understand the sentence.
He wrote 8mm, which I have not seen in, 20 years, but I remember it being so good. It's like another,
I've never seen it.
Really dark, sexual kind of thing going on. It's got Nicolas Cage and Joaquin Phoenix. I remember it being really fucking good, but also just much like Seven, just very, very dark. And he wrote Brain Scan, which is I fucking love, with Edward Furlong. He wrote the 2010 Wolfman screenplay. Anyways,
also has a great decapitation in that movie. Okay, guys, favorite movies with numbers in them. 1 for the money. Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh, 3 to get ready?
2 for the show. 4 to go.
4?
3. Isn't there a movie called like It Takes 3 to Tango or something like that?
3 Musketeers.
3 to Tango. Yeah.
3 to Tango. Oh, 3 Musketeers. 4. Is there a 4?
4 Brothers.
Does Speed
4 Brothers.
I used to be obsessed with 4 Brothers.
Yeah, anything with 2. 4 Brothers. 5. We need 5. Oh,
5 Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, it's. Thank you. You're killing it, Casey.
Well, you know.
6. We need 6.
I don't know. You got me. You were too nice to me about it. And
6.
6 Feet Under is a show.
6 Feet Under.
It counts. We're counting it.
Okay.
It's so. It was this beginning of peak television that was so cinematic. It may as well be a prolonged movie.
Mm-hmm.
7, of course.
7.
8mm.
8mm.
I was going to say
9.
8 heads in a duffel bag.
Just the movie 9.
Oh, that's good too. The movie 9.
Yep.
10. The 10 by David Wayne. And I think we could probably cap it there.
Oh, okay.
What is that? 9.
Or we keep going.
9. Something about 9 yards.
Ocean's 11. Ocean's 12. Ocean's 13.
What's the fucking? I'm thinking
Ocean's
about
11, Ocean's 13.
I'm thinking of like Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry. What's that movie?
Oh, the whole 9 yards.
Oh, okay.
And then the whole 10 yards.
Okay. Yeah. Guys, how did we get here? What are we talking about?
Danny just randomly started asking.
But guys, can we talk about the dinner scene?
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
So Um,
Come on, Zach.
Oh, I really wanted to talk about it, and I can't fucking remember. No, there's two things I want to say. One thing is about a cut part of it, and another part is after the dinner scene, but they're still in the apartment. So, what's his name? This reveals a little bit more about Mills's character. Somerset takes off his jacket after, and they're talking about like the gun, and they're like, "Guns make me uncomfortable." He's like, "I won't wear it to the dinner table." He puts his jacket on the couch, and the little piece of wallpaper falls out. And Tracy's like, "Oh, you dropped something." She's like very nosy. She's like, "What is it?" And like, who would do that? But
it's my fucking hemorrhoid medication. Leave me alone.
she's like, "Is that wallpaper?" And she's like, "You're such a strange man." And he's like, he kind of like takes this, and she's like, "I don't mean any offense to it. It's just nice to see somebody." And she kind of stops, and she says, "It's just different than David, because if David saw that wallpaper, he would call you a FAG."
What?
Wow.
What?
And Somerset goes, "Well, I won't show it to him then." And he kind of smiles and puts it back in his pocket.
Weird.
And it's, Mills is just like, we've kind of talked to death about it already, but it reinforces that, like, he's just like this, they talk about being high school sweethearts, and you can see he's very much just like a high school, like,
machismo,
ready to go, give me a fucking badge and a gun, let's do this. So that's what I was saying. Like, there's all this like homophobia stuff that's in there that was cut out. That
why are they leaning so into it?
Yeah, which is just, it's kind of nice
because it's not like anything is revealed. Like, I'm thinking of just like another 90s thriller is, and we talked about this on the show, is Silence of the Lambs, where they start to make correlations between, someone who is trans or, and she specifically calls it out, because there is this thing where the audience, especially then, might, there was they would vilify a lot of people who were part of the LGBTQ community.
Sure.
And the movie was very bold in that she comes out and says there is no correlation between, violence and someone who is trans or queer or anything. So it at least has a perspective on it, and there's a reason to address it. Whereas in this movie, I don't understand, like, maybe there's something with like masculinity and like two men working, but it doesn't really go anywhere with that. Like, it's a cop movie. Like, no one's questioning that.
I think it's just an easy, it was an easy way, I think, in the mid 90s to make like an easy jab to take, I guess, but also to still make him to be a hater, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was an easy thing to showcase that he's a hateful person.
Yeah, that's true.
It's weirdly, I think we sometimes forget how much the world has changed for the good in terms of like the way the queer community is treated. Obviously, there are a lot of problems, but just considering like how casual, like we always joke, well, we don't joke, but like we talk about how, or at least I've mentioned how, like, when you're a kid, like, you say words that were so offensive, but it was just kind of like part of the lexicon. You didn't say it to be mean. You said it because it was just universally said. So back then, maybe that idea of like, I don't know. Yeah. Like, just maybe it's just like how gross the world is, even in like small little subsets of our language.
Right.
Well, in good real world news, at the time of this recording, we're recording this on February 15th. Earlier this week, the Trump administration ordered the pride flag in front of Stonewall to be lowered. And the people just, I think yesterday or the day before, just fucking put it back up.
Like, fuck you.
They were like, fuck you, we're raising it back up. And I thought that was just fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But okay, at the end of this dinner scene where Somerset stays and they are going over the photos, this detail that I never picked up on until this time watching it, Mills says, "I'm going to go get another beer. Do you want one?" And Somerset says, "Wine, please." He pours him a full pint glass full of wine, and he brings it to him, and Somerset just takes it and whatever. It's a throwaway moment, whatever. But then when the train comes by again and everything starts shaking, Somerset picks up his glass so that it doesn't, fall over. And you see him do a double take. He's like, what the fuck? Like basically being like, why do I have so much wine here? Like, what is this? So it's just another little character thing for Mills. Like he doesn't.
Well, it goes along with him being disheveled.
Like there's no etiquette.
Yeah.
Yeah. Disheveled. Yeah. He's just like,
That's
he doesn't. I guess maybe it's like a cultured thing where like he's still a kid. He doesn't know that.
Right.
Like, he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to fill up a glass of wine. Here you go.
I wonder if this goes to like the gay thing too, because wine could be less manly than beer. And so he puts it in a pint glass for it to seem a little bit more masculine.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's a full glass of. Yeah. Like, that's interesting. I like that.
And just seeing Somerset's like double take on it is so funny because he picks it up and he's like, huh?
Seriously?
Okay. Guys, do you want to talk about our third reveal?
Wow, number 3. It's only been an hour and a half.
Number 3 is sloth.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Not to be confused with Zootopia.
Zootopia, The Goonies.
Either one.
Is sloth Hollywood's favorite word? It's in every major movie.
Yeah, this is a good one. They're all good ones. Who am I kidding?
They're all good. Yeah. It's just so gross.
It is gross.
For me, it's the bed sores.
Yeah. So
that really get me.
They didn't know that guy was an actor. They thought that was just a prop. And so when he gasps, really? They were all actually fucking terrified.
Bullshit.
That's what I read.
Whoa.
In several different things. Fun. But do you guys, I did not notice, and I don't know if you guys know who he is or if you care, but I didn't notice until this time that I watched it that SWAT leader guy is John C. McGinley.
Yeah.
I had no idea. And I was like, wait, is that Dr. Cox? And I
oh yeah, I tend to notice him whenever he pops up in something because when I was younger, he was in Surviving the Game, which is a really good fucking movie. And I always just like thought he was a really good actor, and so like he always stands out to me. But
I noticed him when he was in that it was so dark in there, and I could like barely see his face. I could just make out like his cheekbones, and I was like, "Is that him?" Like,
he has such distinct cheekbones, though. And he ends up. I didn't put him on my official list of real monsters, but he has the line right where he says, "You got what you deserved." God. I know why it's there because the movie's making a point, but like, God damn it. It's like, that's one of the biggest problems I would argue with this world is like that empathy and empathy.
Yeah.
Just understanding someone and like trying to like walk in their shoes.
Well, he has to, I keep going on about these fucking deleted scenes, but when they're about to do that raid, the captain has to like tell him to be chill.
Yeah.
Basically, like, don't go in there and shoot up the place. Yeah. Because the press will be there in like 10 minutes or something. And his name's California in the movie. And California says, what does he say? Make headlines, not obituaries, right, Captain?
Jeez.
Oh, gosh.
And he's like, yeah, that's right.
It's so fucked up how, like, again, we don't have to get into it, but like, just how relevant that is. The fear of like the people who have, like there's that joke, there's a meme. It's like, I was a troubled teen and I couldn't get like, nothing worked out for me. I'm going to join the police force.
Yep.
It's like, that's the vibe you get from a guy like that.
Oh, of course. I mean, a lot of cops are.
It's just disgruntled masculinity.
Yeah, that's how a lot of
you get that with Mills too. Like, we were saying that he's just like, he wants to play the part and just be.
Yeah, play the part is a great way to, it's just it's cosplay.
Somerset calls him out later when they're at the bar and he says like, but of course you want to be the hero. You want to be a champion.
Yeah.
All right, well.
This fucking movie's breaking me down quite a bit. Why I'm with you, Somerset.
Yeah, so we get Victor is his name.
What's your vector, Victor?
What's the first part of that? He said, Roger, what's your vector? What's your
Yeah.
Roger,
what's your vector, Victor?
It's so funny.
That was cut from this.
Yeah. Casey, you had an honorable mention of the photographer in the hallway.
Yeah.
Which turns out to be John Doe, which we don't know that at the time. If you're watching this for the first time, you don't know that's John Doe. But
they also mentioned, not to get too hung up on it, but we were talking about Somerset, that your conspiracy theory, and he mentions, did you already say this? Maybe I'm being an idiot. But when he mentions how like the FBI is secretly keeping tabs on people based on like the books they take out of the library.
Yeah.
And even Mills is like, what? That's fucking crazy. Like
the FBI really was doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then Somerset will make such a big stink about like protocol with breaking the door down later.
Mm-hmm.
Is that just a ruse?
Well, yeah.
Well,
because well, he says we need a reason to knock on this door.
Yeah.
Later, right before he breaks it down.
Probable cause.
But earlier, before the shootout happened, they were going to go knock on the door just to talk to him.
So, okay. So if they were going to go talk to him, so when he says we need a reason to knock on the door the second time, he really means break the door down, because if they go talk to him, that's one thing. But anything, if they were to break in there, anything that they were to find without a warrant is admissible in court and cannot be used.
No, I understand that.
So
I get
there's a
that.
difference.
But earlier he's like, we're just going to talk to him.
Right.
But like, he would still say like, how did they get his name?
Well, yes and no, but that's the thing is they just want to talk to him for their own gain. They don't think that there's going to be anything necessarily that they can use at that point. But after the whole chase scene, they know that whatever they find in there is going to be able to put this man away.
Isn't the law weird when you think about it?
But if they open the door on their own, then they can't. Yeah.
Right.
I get it. I get why these laws, why it all works, because you don't want people just breaking down doors over assumptions.
Yeah.
But it's like, this is a killer's lair. We found the lair.
Yeah. But the thing is that it does have to all be done the correct way for everybody.
Talking about our current landscape.
Yes.
ICE knocking on door to door
process.
and they can't open the door. And,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, why can't we just break down doors?
So it's good that they don't just do that, Danny. It's okay.
Danny, where have you become?
We're slowly losing Danny to MAGA.
Oh no.
But this is our fourth reveal. This is the shootout. Really intense scene. It's there's a whole thing throughout this movie about guns, and they talk about, Tracy talks about how guns make her uncomfortable. Somerset agrees. They talk about, have you ever pulled your weapon? Somerset says, I've only drawn it 3 times and I've never shot it.
And he showed her 3 pictures of his guns that he drew. I'm sorry.
I thought he was like taking off his shirt and like his arms. He's like, I've only pulled these guns out twice. Shows her his biceps.
It's just a close up of him flexing.
No, but he says he's only pulled his gun out 3 times, never fired it. And then after that, we start to see him pull his gun more and more. When they're going through the apartment, once they, break down the door, and he's like, he sees something suspicious and he pulls his gun out. And then at the end, he fires it up into the sky like a warning shot to that delivery driver. There's something there where he's never fired it in the line of duty, but then he does fire it up into the air.
And maybe it's just kind of like playing into the idea that this is bigger and worse than anything even Somerset, who we've established is so like burnt out by the world. Like it's worse than anything he's ever witnessed. And even Mills says to him at one point, he's like, have you ever seen anything like this? And he's like, no. Yeah. So this is where we find out when they break into the apartment. We obviously establish this is John Doe's lair. And we also see that they had just met him. He was the photographer. So like everything kind of starts to like connect. All the dots are starting to connect.
Yeah.
Andy Mills even calls him. They're even talking on the phone.
Yeah. There's a thing that frustrates me so much in this when he's like, he finds the photos in the tub and then he's like yelling for Somerset to come in there. And he sits down and Somerset comes in and he just looks at him and Somerset is like, what? And he's like, we had him. Okay, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, that's like one of my pet peeves where people like, they want to tell you something, but they like make you ask.
Totally.
And I'm like if somebody like laughs at something and it's like clear they want to share it with you.
Yeah.
But you're like, what's funny?
Or they're like,
tell me. Yeah. Like excited,
what's the matter?
What's wrong? And he's like, Somerset, and he comes in, he's like, what? Just fucking tell me. What are you doing?
Yeah. You know, I'm a little bit upset about the fact that my apartment resembles this man's apartment.
I was thinking, Kate, minus all the killer stuff, I was like, Casey would love to live here.
Yes, 100%. Everything was painted black. There was just religious paraphernalia everywhere and weird shit in jars. Oh, and a bunch of books. I don't read, but I love the aesthetic of like
and
cluttered
a picture
bookshelves.
of Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, love it. So
that's so funny because I was watching it. I was like, oh my God, Casey would love this place.
No, that's funny.
Whoops. Yep. Oh, I love the neon cross above his bed. Fucking badass, dude. I love that. I might do that.
Casey just wants to sleep on like a little cot with like.
No,
like
I do still need my king size bed. No, I need my king size bed for me and my cats. Yeah.
Their one corner of the room looks like a Pier 1 catalog. It's just that. And then everything else is just like crazy.
I love it.
They find the receipt for Wild Bill's leather shop. Not Buffalo Bill's leather shop. Wild Bill's.
Funny that you... I subconsciously kept drawing connections to Silence of the Lambs. Because even in Silence of the Lambs, when she kind of starts discovering Buffalo Bill's identity, they find the head in the jar in the little storage place.
Yeah. And this was like the hand in the jar. And and Buffalo Bill like was like the skin. It's kind of like leather. And this is Wild Bill's leather. Yeah. Anyways, it's
they
funny.
Call
like
that an homage.
It's funny the amount that we talked about in last episode, the connections between Exorcist 3 and this police procedural thing in Silence of the Lambs. Now we're talking about Se7en and Silence of the Lambs. Anyways,
right, is the name of the rose going to have a clear connection to Silence of the Lambs?
If the name of the rose, our next episode coming up, if somebody bleeds to death in that movie, that'll be 3 movies in a row in this triple feature where someone is bled to death. Because the captain mentions that is it Eli Gould, the defense attorney for the Greed in our second reveal, was that he was bled to death.
I'm going to clock that.
Oh God, I know that we're past that, but can you imagine having to cut a pound of your flesh off?
Dude, with one hand too. He said the other hand was bound and he had a knife with one hand and he had to cut
Would we have Saw without Se7en, do you think?
No, I've thought about that a lot. It's very, very similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also the punishment, like people deserving these things to happen to them, and also the opportunity to get out of them, like the games kind of idea of it, the pound of flesh, the guy who in our next reveal doesn't necessarily have to have sex with this woman and kill her. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like when he's like, he put the gun in my mouth and he was telling me to fuck her or whatever. This is our 5th reveal. This is the lust. No, it's okay. This is number 5, but like, dude, there's no way I just fucking kill me.
Yeah, I can't physically
just kill
imagine myself.
Oh my God.
That's so fucked up. It
really
is so fucked up.
And it's interesting.
This is easily the worst.
Because what would your fucking life be afterwards?
Yep, he does a great job of showing somebody who's just done that. Fucking
kill me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, and this one, I actually like almost forget about this one in between each watch just because it's less showcased. I mean, then
they don't show the victim.
Yeah, because of the nature of the crime, they don't like, show it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate it. I love it it's a great performance.
Yeah.
It sets the stakes. It elevates things. But man, oh man.
It is truly depraved.
It's so upsetting. It's like hard to put into words.
Yeah.
I think it's they're all these crimes are really gross, but it's this one, whenever I watch it, I'm just like,
Sucks.
oh my God.
Well,
this
again,
is so,
because
this makes me.
Yeah, because that one woman didn't just die. That guy's life is also fucking ruined.
Yeah.
Oh, and just like the fucking
brutality of it.
But I saw a guy make an interesting point he was on Instagram. I saw it on a reel somewhere. He was talking about Fincher staging, like when they're walking down the stairs, and it's basically a descent into hell because there's the red lighting, and then he separates the red lighting with bright lighting because subconsciously, like when there's a separation in the light, like you're going to think it's deeper than it is.
That's fun.
So like they just go down 2 flights of stairs, but it seems like they're going down really far.
God, he's just so cool.
You get the red light, and then there's like a blue light when they turn the corner, and then it gets to that deep red again. And it's just,
that's fun.
It's like a descent into hell. Damn. It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. And for this kill, like we had talked about, he has that appendage made at Wild Bill's leather shop. So do you guys see the man peering in the window while they're in there?
No.
Is John Doe looking in the fucking window?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I was curious to think, like, knowing that he was the photographer, you know, going into this, I was like, oh, I wonder if he shows up in other spots that you just don't know.
It's funny.
And I didn't see him.
I thought about
you can't see who it is, but there's somebody that limps up to the window.
Oh, yeah. He's got a limp.
Earlier, they kind of like hint at that when Somerset is getting his name scraped off the wall. Because obviously that guy is not anyone, at least unless I'm totally incorrect. Because later when the police captain is talking with him, they're just like at the door. If you look over his shoulder, the guy, he's obviously just waiting because the guy told him to not do that. But it almost looks like if he were to be revealed to be the killer, it'd be like, oh, he was there. He was actually listening. Because he is kind of just like looking over.
So they kind of play it to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Maybe that's a way to kind of subconsciously tell the audience to be aware of like, like what you said, like the peeping Tom. Yeah. Do you think that the BDSM shop owner is complicit in any way for creating a knife dildo? Like he had to have some idea of what that was going to be used for.
He said he thought he was a stage performer.
Yeah, but what would you like?
Maybe he's throwing fruit in the air and cutting it with his dick. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's like that fucking, what was that game? Like that
he's
was
the cock chopper.
Popular like
things with his
10 years ago where you would like slice the fruit.
Oh, fruit saber?
Yeah. Ninja. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This
but
with
with
your
his
fucking
dick.
your strap on.
Yeah.
With his wee-wee.
Who knows?
Go shake your wee wee.
Shake your wee wee.
If you shake it twice, it means you're, what is it? It means you're playing with yourself. But if you shake it twice, it means you're stabbing someone. I don't know. Stupid.
Yeah, this is fucked. And then, you know, they're interrogating the guy who like runs the place, and he's like, do you like your job? Like, do you like your job? Like what you do? And the guy was like, no, absolutely not. But like, that's life. Yeah. Like, here we are.
Ouch, dude. The realism of that,
let's jump to our sixth reveal, which is Pride. There is a little piece that was cut before this scene starts. Where, you know, they start in the
aside
bathroom.
From her nose.
Yeah, aside from the nose, there is words on the wall written in blood, much like our previous movie, Exorcist 3, more words on the wall written in blood, that says, I did not kill her. She made a choice.
Oh, yeah.
Then we come out
the stuff
and we find out that like Yeah, she's got the sleeping pills in one hand, the phone in the other, and she had to.
Another Saw type.
This
thing.
is the most scary type of villain because I feel like they still exist. And I'm not saying that anyone who's like self-righteous or judgmental of someone else's lifestyle is necessarily a savage murderer. But it scares me how easily someone can justify a crime or like hurting someone because it's like you mentioned earlier, I don't want to, it's dark, so I don't bring it up, but like killing someone because you think you're helping them.
Mm-hmm.
Once you've established that rule within your chosen community, you have set yourself up for, that is just so scary to me because you can't argue it with them. They are already convinced that like you arguing it is like proving to them, like, see, look at them. Like I knew that it's like during like the witch, Salem witch trials.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They would use anything you said against, there's nothing you could do.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fucking dark and disturbing. Fuck, I just hate it.
Well, even before,
it stresses me out.
Yeah.
Even like not even getting to that point, but a lot of religious people in general, if you think about like their hatred, they think comes from a good place.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They think that they're helping everybody, they're not killing people, but they think that what they're doing is coming from a good place and that they're doing the right thing. Mm-hmm. So yes, how do you tell somebody that that's
wrong?
I
mean, God, his whole fucking MO is smiting sinners. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
Like, what world are, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up. I hate it.
Do we live in Wet World? Do we live in?
Yeah.
Is that what this is called? Are we calling this Wet World? Is
we're calling this Wet World.
Okay.
I think you walked away when we established that, but
I
this
think,
is Wet World.
Where I wish we were living was Cool World.
Also cool World with Brad Pitt, yeah. Animation, fucking.
Oh yeah.
That's where we need to go.
Yeah.
Because even Somerset says something about along the lines of like he's less disturbed that John Doe might be the devil than he is that John Doe is a man.
Yeah, because of course the devil is
like
capable
that is
of this
scary
kind of
because people entitle themselves to these ridiculous ideals and then will justify whatever they want based on that in the name of like righteousness. Go fuck yourself, you fucking assholes. I'm so tired of people. I can't handle it anymore. I'm so sorry. Back to the movies. God, I can't even, I have no words anymore.
Yeah.
Education is the most important thing in our country. Anyone who wants to defund it is evil.
All right. Let's see. Oh, number 7. This is where the sun is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
the rain is stopping. The killers are turning themselves in with bloody handprints.
Things are looking good.
Things are looking good. Yeah. So this is the police department lobby. This is where John Doe turns himself in. And they start to make a deal, which he says, you need to come with me to find these bodies. If you don't come with me, these bodies won't be found.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which is true. One of them won't be found. One of them.
It's frustrating because they even say that, like, assuming there is a body, which I guess, again, to your point, there was, but he would have found out that his wife was killed anyways because he came home and
everything would have been there but her head.
There's goop everywhere.
Which is a deal that is often made with criminals.
Mm. Is it?
Goop? Goop?
Yes, goop.
How much goop are you willing to?
No, they give them
Paltrow
different...
makes deals with criminals.
In exchange for vagina candles.
If you lay some goop on the ground, it'll catch the killers. I'm telling you. It's so goopy. I don't know what goop is. I know it's the name of the company. I don't know what they do.
I don't either. I know they make a candle that smells like her vagina. But
what?
Are you kidding? You guys don't know about that?
Get the fuck out of here.
No, Google this candle smells like my vagina. That is the name of the candle sold by Goop.
What is that?
That's
okay,
hilarious.
So like, wait a second. Okay.
I want a candle that smells like balls.
I was
what
gonna say.
is that scent? Do you know, like, if you see like
Sandalwood.
Danny, I think you said you had a candle that someone got you that's like Stephen King's writing room or something, right? Or like there's like video. I saw one on like video store. Like, what is that scent?
Yeah.
Let's see if it has a description. It better not say musky. Or I will be very upset.
Musky pubes.
Okay. Woody floral sultry scent.
A woody floral
for dick, floral for vagina, and sultry for sexy.
Sultry. I think that means sardines.
With notes of geranium, citrusy bergamot, cider, damask rose, and ambret seed.
What? That's what vaginas smell like?
It only costs $85.
Oh. Okay.
What is the thing? It's like when mom says we've got vagina candles at home, it's just like
I wish that they were cheaper because I honestly would get them for you guys for Christmas or something next year, but I can't.
So
$85. I'm like, I could have gotten you guys something way cooler for $85.
None of my friends would be familiar with the smell because they're all gay.
Right, they're all gay.
So everybody would be like, what is this? We're discovering a new smell.
This smells woody and sultry.
It turns them all straight.
I was going to say, I kind of like it.
Yeah,
speaking
like
of
the smell. Whoa, what?
Speaking of vagina candles, I want to talk about the scene where they're shaving their chest.
Griff was very confused.
Oh, really?
He just was like, why are they just shaving their chests together? And I was like, because they're going to put on wires.
But, there's a good line where Somerset says, if John Doe's head is to open up and a UFO flies out, I want you to have expected it.
Mm-hmm.
So, just trying to prepare him for this. But I wanted to be there when they were getting dressed. I wanted to see what the conversation was like when Somerset puts his vest on, his bulletproof vest, and then his shirt, and then his tie and his coat. And then Mills just fucking throws his shirt on and then puts his vest on over top of his shirt, being like, it's like, he's like making a style choice. And I just wanted to be there. That'd be like I'm going to, like fucking in Friday when he's like, I'm just going to tuck mine in. But it's like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I like it better on the outside. It looks cooler on the outside. Like, why?
Yeah.
It's like very much I want to be the cool guy, put my fucking vest on outside my shirt.
Everything he does kind of comes off as just like, he's just like devil may care. It's all deliberate. He's intentionally he's playing, like you said earlier.
Like I gotta get dressed up for the formal event, but I'm still going to wear sneakers.
Yeah. It's cosplay. It's all intentional.
Yeah.
Anyone who says otherwise, we're all putting on, it's like Ben Stein said it. We all wear masks, metaphorically speaking. And some masks are shoes and some are vests.
Yep. Anyways, thought that was funny.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
That he did that. Guys, okay, our 8th reveal, the ending. Jesus Christ, what a fucking dark ending, which is ironic because it takes place in the brightest part of the fucking movie.
Yep.
Also, I should say, like, a great villain, I'm not saying I agree with him, but a great villain can have, like he makes a point. Obviously, he takes it too far. That goes without saying. But he says something about how, like, we all tolerate so much and we turn an eye to things like darkness in the world. Obviously, Somerset and Mills can't because their job forces them to witness it. But I always love, like, a good villain who can, like, say, it isn't just twisting his mustache. Like, he'll say something, he'll make like a point, and you kind of like are like, oh, I hate that I get what he's saying, like,
oh, totally. And I think that's the way that Fincher frames it. And this is just my take. This could be completely wrong, but a lot of that scene, or not, maybe not the majority of it, but good portions of it, you see, we're looking at John Doe through the rear view mirror, right? And he's behind the cage. Mm-hmm. So it's like, we're looking at ourselves, we're looking in the mirror, but then there's like a cage where like some of these thoughts are kind of maybe just like locked up in our brain, where it's like,
damn, Zach.
But it's like, to your point, where it's like, it makes such a good villain where you can see kind of where he's coming from, you know, in little bits. You know, all of us might have these like thoughts in our head where it's like, okay, I see where he's saying, but you would never act on it because you're a good person.
Well, that's the thing.
You know
It's like, it's the direction he takes it and then the execution of his actions is what sets us apart. It's like I love in Black Panther, I think Michael B. Jordan plays a fantastic villain because you spend so much of the movie like, yeah, I get it. I'm with you. But the second you push it too far and you become like, you start hurting people because of it, it's like, oh, you lost me. It's not how you do it. There's got to be regulation. Well, checks and balances.
I haven't seen the Black Panther movies and I haven't seen a lot of the Marvel movies, but isn't Thanos kind of like that?
Oh, yeah. Thanos isn't wrong.
Thanos.
The thing I think with Thanos that's wrong is that someone made a point, and I hadn't thought about it, where they were like, you know, he's going to wipe off half of, you know, the people so that, well, if you have that ability, couldn't you just double the amount of resources that are available?
Yeah.
So he's choosing that.
Right.
So there is like, what do they call him? Didn't they call him like the Mad Titan or something? Like he is, you know, out of his mind. I love that we're walking out of this episode. I am pro ICE. You are pro John Doe. No, I'm kidding.
And Casey is pro Thanos.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
I was like anti-goop.
Anti-goop, anti-vagina candles. I side with villains, not side with villains.
Hey, I didn't say I was anti-vagina candle.
I did. No,
I didn't know what it smelled like.
I bought one. I'm down $85 plus shipping and handling.
Then we get to.
I wish there was I wish this movie ended on like a big like moment.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
too.
let me check my notes.
Yeah,
it does.
I can't.
I thought you were thinking like there's like an explosion.
And then they walk away.
Well, that's really the thing is when they get the box, I can't imagine that is how that situation would be handled. Like if you get a box from a bad guy, like that's Bomb Squad territory.
Yes,
well,
and they
California
try to
calls
do
in
that.
the Bomb Squad.
Yeah, but I think
did I miss that?
Somerset has an idea of what might maybe
because he's in on it
going on. Because he's in on it, yeah. But
maybe because he's in on it.
Yeah, California says we got a box called the Bomb Squad.
But that's
and then Somerset is like, he says he's like, I don't know. I'm going to open it because I think he knows that John Doe, given his track record, is not going to put a bomb in a box. Right. Like he's not that kind of person. So I think he's kind of like, I'm going to open it.
What if the seventh deadly sin was explosions? He's like, I should have seen that coming.
That would have been different. But yeah.
Fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm music. He opens the box
right,
and
it's like the bomb kind of goes off, it freeze frames. Dun, dun,
and he's breaking the fourth wall. He's looking at the camera like, bam, bam,
what are you going to do? Bam. I guess I blew this one.
Oh my
it is funny. You've been talking a lot about Fincher's style, and Fincher is kind of famously known for locking his camera down and having these really beautifully like framed shots. And every so often you will go handheld and it's this ending right when Somerset kind of like puts it all together and he's chasing him, that it becomes true chaos. And again, like just like
they do it during the other chase scene too.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay, so great. I don't know. Like that's just good. I love being in the hands of a good filmmaker.
I mean, it adds to the chaos.
Yeah.
I love it. Makes you really feel it
so much. So this is so we get two. Oh, did you already introduce that we're on the last? I
don't know. This is our 8th reveal. Yeah. This is Envy and Wrath. Envy because John Doe is, which is interesting that he takes on one of the sins himself.
And he owns up to it.
I was going to say, at least he acknowledges it.
Which makes him, he's such an interesting character because a few times they mention the idea of like a self-awareness. Like when he says that he threw up on the guy. He like couldn't stand listening to the guy, but he was like aware that it was bothering him because he was trying to like lean into the pleasantries and then just couldn't. And then even Mills asks him, he's like, do you know you're insane? Like when you're like doing all this crazy shit, like, is there a voice in your head that's like, what the fuck? And then for him at the end, just kind of say, yeah, like I am very aware of what I am and who I am, to the point that like he would kind of like to be a regular Joe, like Brad Pitt.
Or a John Doe.
Yeah. Oh. A regular Doe.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And Brad Pitt's performance in this scene is incredible. Yeah.
Yep. But wait, what was in the box?
I feel like in the 90s, a bomb.
Oh.
Bomb. I feel like Brad Pitt, I think this happens with a lot of younger actors and actresses, like everyone. I'm just focusing on him specifically, where he wasn't really taken seriously because he was just sort of like, the next big stud. But Brad Pitt is such a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to take a moment to say thanks, Mr. Pitt.
Thanks.
That's all.
Yeah. I was thinking about that in this too, when it was during the bar scene where him and Somerset are sitting at the bar. And I'm like, yeah, he's a blockbuster star, right? He's an A-list actor. But, do people consider Brad Pitt to be one of like the best actors ever?
Yeah, I think Brad Pitt is easily considered one. I think he's respected and acknowledged as one of the greats.
Yeah. Could admit, like I said, this was right after Legends of the Fall.
Mm-hmm.
And Interview with the Vampire.
God, this guy is great.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta keep an eye on this guy.
Keep an eye on this guy.
Funny enough,
if they ever make a Mr. and Mrs. Smith movie, he should be in it.
Who would he play, Mr. or Mrs. Smith?
Both.
Yeah. No, but speaking of the Oscar, and working with David Fincher, Fincher is directing the new Cliff Booth movie with Brad Pitt, which he won the Oscar for. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That would be what they did: Se7en, Fight Club, Benjamin Button, and then am I missing one?
Benjamin Button's 7th Fight Club.
Yes.
Because he aged backwards, and so he would have time to establish 7 Fight Clubs.
He was 7 when he
was in a booth when he was when he wrote it.
He looked 7, but because he went in reverse, he was actually an old man.
Yeah. So funny.
And that's how you wrap up a podcast episode.
Oh, we're not done yet.
That's 7.
No.
We didn't even talk about how he fucking shoots him.
With a gun.
Oh, yeah.
He does
shoots with a gun.
kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, but he gets him.
And you get the...
So ultimately, John Doe wins.
Yeah.
God, it sucks. Because what would you do in his shoes? You can't.
Well, it's great that
he's such a sneaky, shitty
fighting
thing
it,
to do.
and then he's fighting it, and then Fincher puts that one frame of Gwyneth Paltrow in there, and then that's when he shoots him.
Yeah, probably would not shoot him. I mean, I would be devastated, but I don't want to spend the rest of my life in prison, even if my
that's what I was thinking. I was like,
actually,
my God, this just ties into your theory.
Well, I always thought that he went to jail afterwards, but I don't think that he would.
So the police captain literally says, like, we'll take care of him.
We'll take care of him. And then he says anything that he needs.
And Morgan Freeman, and he, to play into your thing of him being kind of secretly a dirty cop, he's like, hey, like he kind of says like, he's good. Like, right. Like there's like a weird, like we take care of our own kind of thing, which is, we have context. It's nice because he is a victim in this scenario.
Because there has been, we've seen throughout the movie that they'll pay people off. Like he pays the witness to give like a witness statement so that they can break open the door. He pays for the stuff. It's like, maybe we'll just pay some people and this goes away.
I'm trying to look it up because I don't know exactly what the terms of this are, but there are certain states. Now we don't know where this is set and we don't know blah, 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 but
Wet World.
Wet World.
Wet World.
There are certain states where you can claim emotional distress in defense of a crime.
Yeah, who's gonna convict him?
Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, everything is they've got the microphones. Everything is recorded.
Right.
They know everything that happened.
I don't think he goes to prison.
And he may somehow get convicted of something that would be like lesser, so he's on fucking probation.
He's gonna probation. But there's gonna be books about everything John Doe says will happen.
Yeah.
There's gonna be movies about it.
We do be loving true crime.
In the right mind. Yeah. And no one's gonna be like, Mills was the villain in this scenario. No, he clearly fucking wasn't. Like, no, I think he's fine. I think he's gonna live a fine life after this.
A fine life with all that he's seen.
Somerset's gonna invite him to come live on the farm with him.
Yeah, maybe they move in together. Oh, the real twist is they end up becoming a gay couple.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well, he's trying. He's trying so hard to fight it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or
Usually
it's like a kind of a Golden Girls inspired sitcom situation where they're like, we got no one but each other. Or like, what's the one with not Odd Couple, Perfect
Grumpy
Strangers?
Oh, Grumpy Old Men. Yeah, Perfect Strangers. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, well, guys, that's 7. That's it. That's our first David Fincher movie.
Wow,
really cool.
So we're doing Benjamin
really
Button next.
Benjamin Button's 7th Fight Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a world in which we could work Fight Club into our show.
For sure. Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. Maybe.
We did Jingle All the Way.
Horrific.
We did do Jingle All the Way. All right. Now it's time to go over our favorite reveals in David Fincher's 7. Speed round recap. Here we go. We've got 8 reveals. This is going to be real easy. Gluttony.
Oh, yeah.
Greed. Sloth. John Doe in the hallway. Lust.
God damn it. You ruined that.
Lust. Pride. The police department lobby. And envy and wrath. So.
No alternative titles.
No, it was too dark. I was thinking either I do the alternate titles
we need
and
some
lighten
levity,
it up.
Zach.
But, okay, let's see.
I'm just
Gluttony.
kidding.
That's a big bitch.
Oh my god. Oh,
I'm just kidding.
That's funny.
Anyways.
I've heard of fast food, but blast food?
Gluttony, also known as honey, you barely touched your spaghetti sauce. Stupid.
That's a fatal meet the ball.
Fucking vomit.
Fucking vomit. That's it.
Fucking vomit.
Yeah. Fucking vomit.
Number 2 is greed, also known as bleed.
It's not great, but it
to
works.
Death. Also known as bleed to death.
Bleed to death. Number 3 is sloth, also known as Zootopia.
Hey. Hey, you guys, I'm still alive.
Hey, you guys. That's great. That's good. Number 4, John Doe shoots in the hallway, also known as
shoot. That's the guy. Oh, someone with like he's a photographer, but he's also shooting. I've heard of shooting a picture, but shooting Brad Pitt.
5 is, oh God, I can't even do one for lust.
Is
gosh,
that a knife? Is that a knife in your pocket? Or
oh my God.
Are you just happy to kill me?
It's so fucked.
It's so dark. And yeah, we're laughing. Okay, moving on. Is that a knife in your pocket? Or are you just happy to kill me?
6 is pride, also known as
Pride and Prejudice.
This movie is very anti-pride with all the things Mills says.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Moving on.
Yeah, these are good.
Once we hit 5, I was just like, oh God, this is so.
Yeah.
So
John Doe
I say we
turns
cap
himself
it.
In.
I say we cap it there.
Okay.
We just gave up.
Oh God, we started talking about the lust one again, and I just got real fucking bummed out. To be honest. All right, Danny. Casey.
Me.
What is your? Yeah, this is your pick for our triple feature. So
yeah,
you go first. What's your favorite reveal?
Oh, I'm really sorry, you guys, but it's the lust one. I think mostly because of the performance of the guy who committed the act. And it just surprises me every time. And it's just, I like really fucked up shit.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
Danny, what do you got?
Mine's got to be Envy. What's in the box? It's just that whole scene is just incredible. Well, I guess Envy and Wrath.
Yeah.
It's so dark. It's so dark, and yet it's one of those movies that I can rewatch.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And there's something about this movie that just works. And maybe it is because you just have a perfect storm of fantastic actors, a great original story, impeccable direction. Like it just, sometimes you just can't deny perfection.
Yeah.
What about you, Zach?
I think ultimately I would go with our final reveal, Envy and Wrath. It was a toss up between that and our first one, Gluttony, just because it sets the tone for what is, Danny, like you said, that push in on the victim and the thing, and they go to each side of the frame, and then he's right in the center, and it's such a great way to basically just set you up, establish it, yeah. But it's really hard to beat that finale. It's just, it's such a classic. There's a reason that people still talk about this movie 30 years later. It's wild. So, yeah.
I'm going to go crazy.
Yeah.
Did I miss something? They don't show her head, right?
No.
So that's like one of those Mandela effects, because I remember seeing the head.
I've seen the head in the box.
Yeah.
I've never thought that they show her flash, like
maybe that's it. Maybe your just brain puts it all together.
It's probably the purpose. Seen it
so long, but
obviously that's what he's seeing, but
I know it's meant to like evoke an emotion from him, but really it's for the audience. Like, just in case you're wondering, it's Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
All right. Well, now it's time for a segment that we like to call The Real Monster. Who wants to go first?
I'll go. I have at number 1, Somerset judging the security guards for playing cards instead of reading.
Okay.
I'm with you, man. You're in a room with a bunch of books. They're at your full disposal. Do it. Give the guys a freaking break. Okay.
Not everybody likes to read.
Yeah, just let him just play cards and enjoy themselves.
Well, and that guy, that security guard who lets him in and turns the music on is probably fucking tired from driving a bus all day.
Yeah. And he just got shot, and
he just got shot.
Kind of steals the stage. And
for those of you who don't know, he was the bus driver in Speed.
My second and final real monster, just in case there was any confusion during our conversation, fuck ICE. Fuck ICE.
Yeah.
Fuck ICE. Fuck you. Fucking Gestapo motherfuckers. Fuck you. Fuck you. I want to be on record for the rest of my life. Fuck you. That's it.
Yep. Casey, what do you got?
I only have one. Technically 2, I guess. I don't think that Tracy deserved to be beheaded for her crimes,
but
and I don't believe that Detective Mills had to go through such turmoil. However, they are my real monsters for keeping 3 big dogs locked in a small room in their apartment with the floors covered in newspaper.
I did not even fucking put that together.
Yeah. Those are big dogs. Those dogs need places to run.
They weren't puppies that were being house trained.
Do you think Somerset will adopt them and they live on
the farm? Take them to the farm.
Yeah.
I like to believe that. Yeah. Even if he was,
he acknowledged the dogs, and
so that's it.
Maybe he names them after the 7 deadly sins. He's like, these are my top 3 favorite sins. I don't want to remember this part of my life or forget. Fuck, I fucked it up.
Okay, I've got 3 and they're all Detective Mills.
Oh.
Perfect.
This first one is like, could be, you could push back on this, but the fact that Mills and his wife, Tracy, don't have a sheet on their mattress.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, in a close shot when he's first getting up for the day, in the very beginning of the movie, it looks like he does not have a sheet on his mattress.
Yeah.
In the wide shot, they do have a sheet on the mattress. So
I
I don't know what the deal is there.
think that I just assumed it was some sort of like weird mattress pad thing because I was also disgusted that somebody wouldn't have a sheet on their mattress. So
maybe they're into like water
but
sports.
they just moved, so
and
that's
they had to remove
probably
the sheet. We forgot to get our special sheets.
I think that if they don't
I'll
have a
just
sheet,
throw
it's
them in the
probably
wash.
because they moved and they just don't have their shit sorted out, is what my guess would be, but also still gross. Find your fucking sheets.
Yeah. If you're going to be gooping around, Gwyneth, you got to
Gooping around.
Goop everywhere.
put a sheet on there.
Snail trail.
We got vagina candles, goop, newspaper. What if they put they should have put the newspaper on the bed.
Yeah, there you go.
As their sheets, they're like, I can't find the sheets. Guess we got to put this newspaper down.
Isn't that in fucking Big Daddy when the kid
Oh
pees
my
himself and he
God.
just puts them on newspaper? I've got Mills for being a litter bug. Twice he just throws a cup of coffee. Well, one, he puts it on
It's like the
on
cement thing by the stairs.
the cement thing. And then there's one where he's like, when they're about to go down into the sex pit thing, he like tosses a cup of coffee over the fucking railing. And I'm like, dude,
Sex pit.
that's your deadly sin. You're a fucking litter bug.
That's his
Yeah.
nickname in high school. High
Also-
school. That's a weird nickname to have in high school.
Litter bug?
Sex pit.
Sex pit.
Oh, sex pit. Okay. And then I also finally have Mills for using the R word and the F word.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
missed the R one. Definitely.
Yeah, that's when they're like about to knock on his door, on John
Oh.
Doe's door, and he says, "This is
Yep.
whatever."
Mm.
And then for using the F word when he's talking about Dante
Yeah.
and the poetry.
I think it's
How do you-
interesting.
oh.
I think it's
Always.
interesting because in the 90s, it probably wasn't meant to showcase
Yeah.
a shitty character, but it definitely helps. 30
He's just a
years later.
guy. He's just
Yeah.
like one of the guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know, like we know that his character is supposed to kind of be a shithead, and so 30 years
Yeah.
later, the way that it is aged
Like
makes him even
Gwyneth
more of a
would
shithead.
never, and that says a lot about her. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, those are some good real monsters. Now it's time for our final segment. Would you survive? We're all sinners.
I wrote this. I was like saying I'd survive implies that I've never sinned.
well, it's
we're
not
all
that, but
sinners.
think about the extremism of all of them. We're not
Yeah.
extreme in any of them. Like, yes, I lust would be mine, but I'm not a sex worker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I think we'd be fine, to be honest.
Which, I mean, he calls her, is John Doe specifically calls her a disease spreading whore.
Yes, yeah.
And I would think that sex workers today would probably be more cautious, right?
No,
No?
I mean,
maybe not.
some of them, if you work for a brothel or you know what I mean? But if you're like a sex worker who is addicted to drugs and like, that kind of stuff, you don't care about any of that.
But then you have to like consider like the definition of a sex worker. You know, someone who like OnlyFans has become such
Okay,
like
prostitute.
yeah, but like that's sex work, and it's kind of like I'm not saying it's respected, but I don't think it's disrespected either.
Oh, I
think
don't
we're
think
kind of culture
sex
sort of
work is real
evolved a
work.
bit.
All of it. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Legalize prostitution. I
No,
don't give a fuck.
exactly.
But in his eyes,
But yeah, I guess context. I guess context and scenario and what he knows about this specific person. Yeah.
And I mean, guys, we don't live in wet world.
we don't live in a world.
Kind of live in
No,
a
we
damp
don't.
world. We're getting there, but
Right now, it's raining here. It's melting all the snow. Finally.
Mm.
yeah, who knows who knows how things go down in wet world? Maybe John Doe's the hero in this scenario. It is raining here today. It's
Oh my
Misty
God.
World. That's fun.
It rained last night
Oh,
and the night before.
Guys, is this movie based on a true story? Because it's raining.
All right, you guys, that's 7. That's our second movie in our Devils and Dicks triple feature.
in this movie, they did say dicks. John McKinley called them dicks.
Yeah, he calls them
Oh,
dicks,
really?
and then
Dicks, get in here.
Yep. And
I
then,
think they say that in our next movie. They're like, ye dicks.
Yeah.
The
Ye
SWAT guy who's
souls.
like about to like bust the door down. He's like, swat before dicks.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And then
So the SWAT team says it to make
You're
fun of
swatting
them. essentially.
dicks.
Yep.
That's Mills. He's swatting away dicks because he's so homophobic.
Danny, what is our, you were just mentioning that hopefully they say dicks in our next movie.
I hope so.
Their haircuts in the next movie look like penis
Say dicks.
heads.
Oh, yeah. They're like little egg heads.
Little egg heads. Danny, what is the next movie that we're going to cover?
We're watching the classic, iconic, procedural, demonic thriller.
That
The Name
everybody
of
has
the
heard
Rose.
of. Sorry.
That
say it
everyone
again.
has heard of and everyone talks about it, like to the point where we're like, we may as well do it. No, this one I was between a few movies for my choice. And this one I think I've mentioned it. It's the same formula of these movies, but it's set in the medieval times, which I thought would be a nice little change of, scenery and pace. But it stars Sean Connery. And
Christian Slater.
there's death, there's dicks, there's religion, there's evil. I've never seen it, so all of that could be wrong.
Will I be able to take it? Will I be able to take Sean Connery and Christian Slater seriously as medieval monks?
Oh yeah, that's what a pairing.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think Sean Connery said when he got set? He's like, "Oh, we got Schlater."
I can't wait
Later.
to hear his accent in
Kristen
this movie.
Schlater. What?
I can't wait to hear his accent in this movie.
I know. The devil.
I just
Satan.
Satan. Satan.
God save us from Satan.
Well, hey, you guys, I was just thinking about Christian Slater in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Mm-hmm.
And also Sean Connery is in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves at the very end. He makes a cameo as the king.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's where they met. And he's like, I gotta work with this guy again.
Mm-hmm. I tell you, I
So it looks
made
like-
this Rose movie with this kid Slater.
Have you seen The Name of the Rose? His character is William of Baskerville. And there is a character named Salvatore. I love how his name is Salvatore. That's my impersonation of Sean Connery. William Baskerville. So Salvatore, let's solve the satanic flayings.
Jesus. All right. Well, that'll be fun. The Name of the Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure to follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere you get your podcasts. We're also on social media. Spotify. Where can our listeners find you guys on social media?
I am on Instagram at Wolfmother Casey. I know.
You mean
I know you guys
Instagram?
wanted me to do it.
Blue Sky? Any blue skies out there?
Danny?
I'm on Letterboxd, Blue Sky, and Instagram at my name, Danny Schlem. That's DANNYSALEMME. 2 M's like the candy. Melt in your butt, not in your hands. Hands.
You did that whole thing, and then the very last thing you just
Melt in
said
your
it.
hands.
Hands. Awesome. And you can find me on social media at Zach Winsick. Make sure to join us for The Name of the Rose. And until then, thank you all for listening. Now go meet some monsters.